Herculez Gomez, Mauricio Pedroza. We are very excited for the MLS 25th season, but we are already looking ahead to what may happen in the summer. Some big names that might join the MLS, and we have a list. Well, is this your list? My list, our list?
It's a combination list, and it's exciting times because everybody knows Major League Soccer has deep pockets, and all of a sudden, it's a destination league. There are plenty of players around the world who are looking with good eyes at what is Major League Soccer and their certain markets. So let's go through a couple of these names, and the one name that pops out for me really quickly, Mauricio, is Edinson Cavani.
Of course, has to be.
It has to be. He's already been linked with Inter Miami. He's 33 years old. His contract runs out the end of this summer. There's an open DP spot in Miami. It just kind of makes sense. 138 goals for his club in PSG, 50 goals for his country. He's been there. He's done that.
And his situation is complicated. He was supposed to transfer to Atletico de Madrid on a loan, but it didn't happen because his representatives, that's his brother, by the way, they asked for a lot of money from Atletico de Madrid. Cholo Simeone was not willing to pay that money, but I'm pretty sure David Beckham wouldn't have any problem trying to put up that money for a striker of the quality of Edinson Cavani.
And no doubt, and at 33 years old, there's still something left in that tank with a market that's starving for stars. David Beckham promised us stars. Jorge Mas, they promised us stars. Cavani is as good as it gets. He's a marquee player with plenty left to prove.
The next name really intrigues me. Luis Suarez. You're really pushing for Luis Suarez to make a move to MLS, but is he ready for that move? Do you think his time in Europe is over?
I do. You look at the recent knee history, his recent injury history, what it's going to take to get him back. Barcelona is already looking for that replacement in that number 9 position. And also, let's not forget, one of his best friends and his roommate in Uruguay is Nicolás Lodeiro. Nico Lodeiro and him are roommates. Nico Lodeiro of the Seattle Sounders. He's already told Nico Lodeiro he wants to go to MLS. It's not a question of
Luis Suarez already asked him.
It's a question of when.
Luis Suarez already asked him.
Now, the only question is, who's going to be El Valiente? Who's going to be the club to pull the trigger? He's 33 years old, and right now he needs to prove that fitness, but a wealth of experience internationally, a wealth of experience at the club level. If you can get a Major League Soccer, you get it.
I still believe he still has something left to give at the European level, but it wouldn't surprise me if he makes the move right away. Now, another name that you know very well, with experience in the Mexican League, he was very successful, moved back to Argentina, and was super successful with Boca, now in France with Olympique Marseille, Dario Benedetto. You know him very well.
I know people very well.
Has he asked you about the MLS?
People's asked me about Major League Soccer. Like many other players have asked me about Major League Soccer. The one thing is, this isn't just a player who's curious. There are actual teams in Major League Soccer who have looked at her services, not just recently, but in the past. Before he went to Cholos, before he was with America, before he was captain of Boca Juniors, he was a Portland Timber target. They lost out to him to what was Cholos of Tijuana. This is a guy who understands what it's like to play on this side of the hemisphere. And at 29 years old, I know he's killing it right now at Olympics.
Yeah, he's playing great.
It would not surprise me if Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, come the time where a DP spot may open up, or another club in Los Angeles, like LAFC, comes knocking.
You and I know this guy really well. We actually interviewed Mario Gotze a little over a year ago, and he actually was very curious about soccer in the U.S., the MLS. He's making a lot of money in China. He just recently won the cup over there with Andres Iniesta. Do you see Mario Gotze, world champ with Germany?
You're talking about Podolski. We're talking about Mario Gotze.
Oh, Podolski is right. Mario Gotze. Yeah. I was very excited with Podolski. Yeah.
He's right now.
Mario Gotze.
He's at Borussia Dortmund.
Wait. Hold on. Don't you see Podolski moving to the MLS? I want to bring Podolski to the table.
I don't know if that's feasible.
He's making a lot of money.
He's making a lot of money. I don't know if he wants to leave, but going back to Gotze, he's not playing right now with Borussia Dortmund. He's getting
injury-prone, though.
Yes, injury-prone. He's 26, 27 years old. He's getting this late sub-playing time. There are younger players coming up through the ranks, like a Giovanni Reina, who's getting playing time in that midfield. It would not surprise me for a player that's won the World Cup, a player who scored a World Cup goal in a final.
Game winner.
Game winner. He's been there. He's done that to say, hey, I'm bored on this side. I want a new challenge. Major League Soccer, here I come.
Next name I don't buy at all. I know you want to talk about Chucky Lozano as a possibility. He's not playing. He doesn't count for Gennaro Gattuso right now at Napoli. But do you see a scenario? And just let's move on with this and tell me where. Where exactly do you see Chucky Lozano here in the MLS?
You have to put him in a prime market. Now, there are struggling markets in Major League Soccer that I would love Chucky Lozano to go to. A Houston, a Dallas, because the geographics, it just makes sense. The amount of Mexican Americans there, the type of marketing he would draw and bring the interest, the sponsorship dollars. But he need to go somewhere where they play that type of style, where there's an actual DP spot. I don't think it's going to come summertime. I don't think it's going to be maybe a year from now.
I think eventually.
Eventually. And if I were to tell you that there's a new club maybe in a year or two named Austin.
That's right.
And they would go for Chucky Lozano, to me it would make a ton of sense.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm going to give you one last name, not included in that list. David Silva. El Chino Silva already announced he's not going back to Manchester City. He's going to be a free agent, and he obviously is looking for his next big deal, his next big contract, and still playing at a high level with Manchester City. I wouldn't discard that name coming to the MLS, and you know where? Looks very similar to this logo.
New York City?
New York City.
It's funny that you would bring up a Man City player.
You have ties, right?
It's very, very interesting you would bring up a Man City player.
What do you mean?
Listen, you tell us what you think. Comment, like, give us a suggestion. Let us know what you want to see, who you'd like to see in Major League Soccer. Leave us a message, and as always, tune in, 11 p.m., ESPN Deportes, Ahora o Nunca.
Ahora Nunca! See you next time.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.